to TradeTheMBI.com. This is John's reports for the 16th, and there we start with the ES, and we had another slight improvement on the day. Shorts, though, started to take advantage of the lackadaisical movement and started to apply just a little bit. We still have a full reset, though, with the steel in that, so I think it becomes a setup to drive us to the 2200, just like I was talking about. Fine, we're experiencing a little bit of weakness, but we had some positive extremes. I'll show them to you in the intraday setup. Actually, we can look at a 50K while we're here. I added the new program, but you can see we bought in at the secondary one, so maybe it'll look for a secondary buy. There was the first one right back here at 78, and a secondary one at 85, so combining the two. Relative range, strong DOC spread right there, which is an indication of what we're seeing on the lower time frames, but has to fill in a couple positive extremes, so nothing too dramatic at this particular point. The NQ still continuing super strong. But activation shorts is going to be critical if you don't get short-term buyers to activate, but it's still very early in that, so they have plenty of time. And there's the Dow finally showing some health on its own, and a little pivot back up of the cyan could create just a tiny bit of weakness, but usually that leads to a little bit more of a long improvement. Strong turnaround for USO, which is an indication that maybe some people see some potential growth down the road. I think, again, just playing off those pivots with the gold at this particular point, showing some additional short signals here, so it's possible that it breaks down even further. TLT right here, I don't think there's much room left there, and pushing to the high side of the euro, which is a very interesting one. In fact, we should enlarge this now. Reason to keep it so small. There we go. Gives it a little bit clearer view. We're still within the range, but we've been at the high side of this 112 range. Has been the cap before. So breakout from this previous range could have us reevaluating our expectations on the economy and things like that, and what's being seen. Here's the 4-1 case now. You'll see all this mess over here. I'm playing with when let's put it on the 5K. It's easier to see. When the 5K moves above the long algo, but as you can see, it's just a little bit behind. It should have been over here where we had the close at 2178.50, which is over the long algo at 2178.25. You would think that it's simple. I tell it, okay, if there's a close above the long, then mark the one and indicate what the value is. But yeah. It's a little more complicated than that. However, we did end up with a beautiful red line on our shakeout adjustment that I've created, and that was the short signal right up there at 2189. We're now at 2183. However, what we're looking at is the extreme histogram. Let me just enlarge it a little bit here so you can see it. We got these little dots right there. So the low right there was 2183, which is what we're at right now. And that takes us to this next one that was higher, and then we get right here, 2183.75, and then the coup de grace at 2180.50. So that's the full retrace right down there. Just a few more points to go for that. So that would be the complete breakout and return, and allow for a complete reset. You gotta love it when that takes place. We have a beautiful spike here on the. I don't know if you can see that reading right there, 64. Beautiful on the inversion play. So it's 591, and then down to, well, you can't read that at the very bottom, was the directional change. So, and boom, nice collapse going into it. So that's the current state of things. Continue to plug away on this as soon as it is ready to be sent out. What I need is the conversion from the long, and what we'll end up having is when we're in this negative zone after reaching a target, it's going to trail. That's a complicated, very long so far as the program goes, but even still, just having it convert to green when we get above the long algo after a buy signal will dramatically change the way it looks, and then starting to incorporate some of these additional shorts will start to give us really strong looking chart configurations to work off. let's show Apple. It's the only one doing anything here. We've got super strong sign below the red, which is an indication that it's not done. I mean, from our blue buy way back over there, a lot of the other ones are back and forth again. The other one that we're going to be looking for will be the FAS, and that's no change. That's going to indicate as we break out, and if that moves out into new highs here, then I think that the market is definitely going to follow right in place. We've been following along on Twitter for a while here, and sure enough, continues to make a strong move to the upside from that. So that was all the way back down to 14. So that's been a sizable move. Almost 100% gain there if we get a couple more into it. We'll see. As always, though, continue to look for me on the Skype chat. I'll keep putting up these charts. Just keep plugging and looking at it as I go with all the heavy programming, but always available to answer any questions. As always, though, trade well. We'll talk to you later.